Hello and welcome to Hops and Bros.
Christmas hangover.
Yeah.
No, Craft Beer 101.
For an open window on the crowded world, Max and Chris from Ups and Ups and Welcome to Ups and Bros. Yeah.
This week on Craft Beer 101.
A suggestion from a good friend on Facebook, Alexandre Guimont, suggested and sent us this brown ale. So, yes.
Which is a great way of having us do stuff on the show. If you actually send it to us, we can't really say no.
It's a lot easier to do. And brown ale is one of like the least, not favorite style, but less popular style in the whole North America.
Yeah.
But
For some reason.
if we take a look back at history, it wasn't always that way.
No, not at all. So, we've done stouts and porters in the past. Now, why do I bring this up? It's because the brown ales or brown beers have a very close relationship, a kinship, if you want, with the porters and stouts. Why? Well, back then they didn't have the technology needed to be able to roast malts accurately. So most malts you were getting were brown malts anyway. So the only beer you were brewing was a brown ale, or at least in London back in the brownish beer back in the 1700s. And eventually in 1817, an invention was made by Daniel Wheeler that made it so that we could roast malts a little differently.
Oh, crazy,
being able to do black malts instead of just your traditional brown malts. Now,
which is where the porter and stout story starts off.
Well, it started before that.
Okay.
As we've mentioned in the past video, it started back in the brown malts or the darker malts. But when the black malts came into the market, well, they switched. They started using the black malts instead, and the brown malts became their own style of beer that people started brewing and understanding as, oh, that's a brown ale. Yeah, which was great. Until...
Which you can't really mix up with mild ales.
No.
Which is totally another thing.
Totally different. Now, the pale ales came to be in England in about the late 1800s.
Good guy pale ale or bad guy pale ale?
Bad guy pale in this case, because it made it so that the brown ale virtually disappeared. There's no more to be found, because you had already your two distinct styles. You had your porters and your stouts, if you wanted something a little more heavy, and then you had your pale ales that people started really liking and asking for. And now, it wasn't the end.
Back then, they didn't have VR. You said virtually disappeared.
They didn't have virtual reality. No. Back then, to go VR, you had to just wear glasses and go on your daily routines, your VR adventure.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's how King Arthur went on raids to kill dragons. He just put on his helmet and then went, I'm gonna go VR. I'm gonna go fight these dragons.
I have this new helmet with fire on it.
Oh, look, there's a stone. There's a rock. Anyways. So that's King Arthur for you.
Yeah, no drugs were involved in that.
None whatsoever.
So, Brown Ales, King Arthur, VR. This is the story of Brown Ales.
Now, I know what you're asking. You're asking me. You're like, well, bros, because bros.
Of course.
You're drinking brown beer right now. You're drinking brown ales. What the hell happened there? Because there's a big chunk missing.
Yeah, we didn't go to the VR world to get it back.
No. We literally just had it sent to us, actually.
Yes, exactly.
So, Newcastle in Scotland came to be, and they wanted to commercialize a bottled beer. Now, the way they did that was they chose basically a random beer they wanted to bottle, and it turned out to be a brown ale, and brought the style back.
Which is one of the most popular brown ale out there.
Yeah.
On the market.
I would arguably say it is the most popular one.
It's the most popular one, yeah.
Which is a good thing, because then brown ales kind of came back into the eye of the public. And the home brewers that in North America started doing it at home again. Or at least a little more, because it was a new style that they could mimic. So that's pretty much the story behind it. Now, there's different styles of brown ales in there.
Yeah, there's different variations of the brown ales, and they're mostly born in England. So the British, they had their Northern Classic Brown Ale, which is mostly known as the Newcastle Brown Ale. So ranging with a nice like dark amber color. So this one is a little bit more brownish than the normal, not normal, but the Northern Brown Ales. Moderate bitterness, hints of sweetness, a little bit of caramel, not too much, so it's a well-balanced beer, but you do get a little bit of that bitterness. Then the Southern Brown Ales, or London Brown Ale, was a lot easier to drink, so a lot more malty, less bitterness in this one.
It's a little more sweet, a little more towards the porter side, but
Exactly.
we're using brown.
Easy drinking, so below 5% too at the same time.
Okay.
So this one's at 3.5, so I think it's a little bit closer to this one, but with that little American Brown Ale, which is the next one. Americans, when they do get a style from somewhere else, they just push it to the limit, then adds a maximum to it.
Which,
so,
to be fair, they did great with the IPA.
They did a great
wonderful
with the IPAs,
job with the IPA. So why would they not take this style and do something great with it?
So the main difference, the key difference between them, of course, the malt profile stays pretty much the same between like the three different range. But the hops in there, so all the British, they use the classic British hops, so Goldings, Fuggles, but in North America you find Cascade. So Cascade has been used a lot in those brown ales, so it brings out a little bit more citrus, a little bit more bitterness to those beers that are mostly malty, a little bit biscuity, a little bit of caramel, not too dry, so it's like kind of like a well-balanced beer, but also a beer that you can quench your thirst
It's full mouth too.
Exactly.
That's the thing. It's full mouth, but it is refreshing. So it's kind of a well-balanced brew. Like if you don't know what you want, well, you go for one of those, and you'll have a bit of everything.
And I like them. It's not. I think it's
not the
like,
first thing I'll go for.
Yeah.
Like even if someone says, "Oh, there's this, that, and a brown ale," I probably won't even consider the brown ale, but I should. I really should.
One thing that caused that is that no one has a brown ale.
Yeah.
Like all the breweries out there,
Newcastle,
they all have like an IPA, they all have a white, they all have a red, they have a dark, but they don't have a brown ale. I'd like to see more brown ales out there. I know it's not popular. I know that like the flavor profile right now is really hot on like the tropical fruit side of things. Gozas or sours are a bit more popular, but having those malty beers, with experimenting with a little bit of those traditional beers that our ancestors used to drink while they were working or just surviving of not drinking that super bad water out there. Those beers made history back then, so why not bring them back and
why not?
make history great again? It sounded bad, right?
That sounded terrible.
Yeah,
well, that's fine. I know what you meant to say.
I had like all that nice, fantastic speech,
and then
in mind.
you ended with
that great
quote.
again shit.
Anyways, if you like the video, even if you hated the ending,
sorry about the bad ending.
It's fine.
Let's
let us know.
Stop.
You want to redo it?
Let's redo it. So I was on the whole thing. Blah 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 blah. Okay, perfect. So just make brown ales. The fantastic beer it used to be back in the days.
That's a better ending. Bro.
I know.
Whoa,
I was that close to do great again.
Yeah, I know, and great again. Make this video great again by clicking the like, subscribing, and let us know in the comments below what you want to see on the Craft Beer 101 next.
Do you want to see a malt, a hop, like style of beer, or even like a method of brewing or bacteria?
We'd like to get more into those things. Also, we'd like to get more into different aspects of the craft beer industry.
Exactly,
so if you have questions, let us know, and we'll see if we can do a video out of it.
And we're always hot on that little like phone thing and answering all your answers. We love that, and we love the love that you gave us back. So cheers, guys.
Cheers to you, and to another new year of great videos.
Yes, we'll make YouTube great again. I did it again.
You did it again. You think you saw my PJs?
No. No, not even.
Well, that's great. So for all you knew, didn't have any PJs.